onefootflipper.
Hi, Paige here, the 1 Foot Flipper. How's everybody doing? I'm doing okay, still trying to shrink that store. Maybe eventually I can actually go sourcing again. But something I was thinking about today is a stopped clock and how a lot of eBay users have a stopped clock eBay store. Everything has been the same for years. Everything they do, nothing ever changes. Once they list an item, it's going to remain at that same price forever. Sold this craft gourd for $10.79 plus shipping. This was my last one, so I'm going to have to go get some more from my source now since fall is coming. I was selling I sell 6 a week when it's cold out, but I sell like 1 a month when it's not. And the accuracy of the stop clock store is mostly just a guess. I mean, the stop clock is right twice a day, isn't it? I mean, but mostly in your stop clock store, your sellers, they definitely haven't changed what they're doing, and they guess all their prices. And I know you think I'm crazy because I'm constantly talking about sellers who guess their prices, but the overwhelming majority of eBay sellers guess their prices. They either guess their prices or they're certifiably insane. That is the only way that is the only one of the two options that makes any sense when you go look at the range of prices you will see a commodity type item listed at. You know, something that is always the same. They must be insane or guessing prices when you see a wide variety of the massive variety of prices you will see a commodity type item listed at. If it's a brand new Sony FM100 headphones in box, why is there a 300% swing in prices for this item listed? And that's just something I made off the top of my head, but you're going to see that all over the place with everything you search for. I sold this album, Best of Earth, Wind and Fire, whole $8, better than nothing. Okay, I think we have a new Julie package.
Oh, it's adorable.
Oh, we got an adorable little critter. What else is in there? Paper.
Andre, that's a present for you. Yeah, you like it? Yeah? Let's go get it.
No, Parker likes the boxes, not the paper.
I love the ribbon.
Oh, yeah, that is nice.
All right, Skittles W's.
Gubby Skittles, nice.
I've been wanting to try these for a long time.
The Sour Patch Kids, excellent. I know you like those. Oh,
So-
looks like there's a note.
For you, and there's another one for you.
Oh, we've got a note and everything for me. Okay, the note says, Paige, see what happens your YouTube channel makes a person think we're friends already? Closed note is a sample of that. Include a gift for Julie's birthday. Wish you and your family a great summer. Here's your continued success on your eBay journey. Sincerely, Betsy Massey.
Just to know, I wish you a
Bach
very
Collectibles.
happy
Oh.
birthday. She also gave me, I hope that you have a good birthday. We'll have a very happy birthday. Enjoy the rest of the summer before your school begins. Happy birthday, Betsy Masty. She also gave me a $15 key.
Oh, wow, you can get some nuggets
and
with that.
McDonald's card.
Excellent. Okay, and I've also have a longer note here from Betsy. This looks a little personal, so I'm not going to put all of it in there, but thank you so much, Betsy. We really appreciate it. And oftentimes, the sellers with the worst practices are the ones that have been doing eBay the longest. I am never impressed with anybody's claim as to how long they've been on eBay, because that often actually, not that I'm insulting anybody who's been on eBay a long time. I started my first account in the 90s too, but it doesn't necessarily correlate with them being good at eBay or having any idea what they're doing, and that's even if they're a full-time seller. I mean, I've been playing the arcade game Defender since I was 11 years old. I've owned a Defender machine, and I'm still terrible at it. 30 plus years of playing the game never made me get any good at it, and it can be the same way with eBay. I sold a Nuclear Strike PS1 game for $4 whole going international, so I'm sure they paid more money for the shipping than the game cost, and hope it'll play on their PAL television if they're in Europe. Let's see where they're at. Judging from the name, I'm guessing they're probably in Japan. Yes, they are in Japan. That is so weird for me to be sending a PlayStation game to Japan. That's where the PlayStation games are born. That's where they come from. I sold Bob Seger from the Silver Bullet Band, Live Bullet. I sold this to somebody who had already bought another Bob Seger album from me, and I had sent them that message saying, hey, if you want any more albums, we're buying more albums today, get them right now, free shipping on any more. And they picked that out. It just ended up getting split over 2 videos. Alright, I sold this Matchbox, I'll put it up on the screen there, Matchbox Country vinyl travel case. It's a little thing that opens up and you can zoom your cars around on it. It's in pretty poor shape. It's a project, $12.59. I think this was a Goodwill Bins pickup, so I'd had about $4 into it. So not a great sale. Wasn't worth it. It got marked down a lot of times. All right, everybody, we're gonna have to get together and get behind my channel member Soda City Flips. He has a challenge against Biscuit Butt to get to 1,000. Who can get to 1,000 subs first? And since I stand behind my channel member, so Soda City Flips, even though I love Biscuit Butt too, Soda City Flips, we got to go out and sub to him and help him get and beat that challenge. I know we can do that together. All right, my dog's a little upset that there's a cat outside that she wants to severely bark at through one of the windows. So that's where the dog noise is coming from, but I just kept her out of the room that actually has the window she can see the cat from, so hopefully that'll stop. Now, today on the eBay forums, I just saw a seller with thousands of feedback, thousands of listings, and an account that dates back to 1998. And they were complaining that the suggested price that they see in the listing forum is somehow confusing their customers, and that they know better than eBay how to sell, price, and communicate with their customers. Now, they're complaining here about the suggested price you see when you go to sell something. Like, they're complaining that right there is confusing their customers. Now, their customers can't see that. That is not something that their customers see at all. Somehow, after 25 years of eBay, they don't understand that, which I can understand. Maybe they do everything on their phone now, but I don't know if they do. I think most of the classic older eBay users who've been doing it since the 90s are not cell phone eBayers. I think that's mostly people who got into it much more recently. Let's look at another sale, and then we'll get back to... Tammy, Dandy being Tandy from the last video, she added a Death Pile Monster onto her order after the video. And I sold the Moody Blues, the present, $6.95. Alright, so this person is intriguing me now. So I go to their store, and I figure out that after 25 years of eBay, that they still guess 100% of their prices, with the same price points repeated over and over again, with very arbitrary skips from one price point to the next, and nothing priced under $22 at all. It's like 22, 22, 22, 20, you know, the whole page and a half of 22s, then everything's 29, then a page of 35s, then a page of 45s, and so on. Their actual average price point was insanely high. So I went and I checked their sell-through rate. With 25 years of knowing how to sell and price their items, they have a 13-year sell-through rate. They have over 2,000 items listed, but only 50 sold in the last 3 months. That makes a 12.8-year sell-through rate. That is actually the worst sell-through rate I have ever seen on an account. Because you usually never... Some categories have sell-through rates that bad on their own, but even the people who specialize in those categories tend to have items outside their specialty that bring their sell-through rate back down. It is the worst I had ever seen. I sold this Bachman Big Haulers G Scale Wooden Train Bridge, $32.99 from the Big Train Haul. So what I'm asking is your eBay store clock stopped? Have you stopped learning things? Have you stopped changing to adapt to changes in eBay? Do you fire all your prices out and then never look at them again? Is that something you're doing? And if you are doing it that way, could I ask why? Put that down in the comments why you're doing things that way. I'd be kind of interested to know. Oh, no wonder I couldn't find this thing. I had not refreshed this page. Sold this Circuit Scribe Draw Circuit set, $26.99. This came from the Goodwill bins, weighs about 2 pounds, so I probably had $4 into it. Now, I've actually been thinking, is there a way to have a brain dead, is there a way to have an eBay store that functions and makes money with zero thinking involved? Oh yeah, one more sale. I've got this Battlefront World War II book. It's a hardcover rule book to a war game. It sold for $8.99. I'll pop it up on the screen. It's not that interesting. I was trying to think of if there's a way to do eBay with no thought involved. You definitely can't do it with a normal buy it now store, like, you know, definitely you can't do it that way. I mean, you already see what kind of results the people who guess all their prices get. It takes them 13 years to sell each item on average. That's not going to work out. I thought, well, maybe if you had a store where you listed everything at auction for the exact same price you paid for it, so you never lost money and you'd only make money. But I thought, no, I don't think that would work either. I think most of those listings would end up either selling, not selling at all, or selling at that opening bid. Because I think very likely you could put an item worth $100 up for auction with a $10 opening bid, and that auction could absolutely end for $10. Even if it's an item that sells on eBay every day for $100. No one cares about auctions anymore. People don't look at auctions for commodity items. People only look at auctions for absoluteness, for either because there's nothing else of the item is available other than the auctioned one, or they look for, incredible deals from mistakes like that, like putting that $100 item up for auction for $10 start, and then when it sells at $10. I think I've finally come up with one thing that might work to where you could do eBay in just a brain-dead, zero-research fashion, and that is the $100 100-day store. Every single thing you get, you put up for $100. Craft cord, $100. Buy it now. You're going to want to use calculated shipping in this store for anything heavy, and otherwise fixed shipping. There cannot be free shipping in this store. Draw Circuit Scribe, $100. Death Pile Monster, $100. Remember, no, everything you put up for $100. Deck box, $100. Roll of tape, $100. And every day you go in and you bulk edit your entire store and lower the price of every single item by $1. I don't think this would be the best eBay business model, but I do know one thing, is that you would sell everything you put up on eBay within 100 days every single time, or you'd know it was ready for the trash or the donation bin. There'd be nothing sitting in your store for years. I would love for somebody who has a little more time or space to try that model out and see if that would actually work, because you'd never have to price research anything. You'd never have to send or accept offers or think about prices. You just lower every single thing $1 every day till it sells. All right, and sales of my card store just keep showing that customers do not look at promotions. I just had somebody send me an offer on a Pokemon card that's I had it up for $10.85. They sent me a $9 offer. I accepted it. They did that instead of just using the buy one free to get 2 of that card. Instead, they bought 1 at a tiny discount because they didn't look to see the discounts that were there already and ended up with a worse deal. And basically every order in my card store, only 1 of the 9 orders I woke up to this morning took advantage of that, of the buy one get one free. The rest of them did not. All right. Hey, you know that guy who bags your groceries at the grocery store? Have you told him about my channel? Have you told him about my our Facebook group, or the channel memberships? Hey, why don't you do that? Oh, also, tell them about my birthday. My birthday's tomorrow. You don't need to send me anything. Y'all sent Julie plenty enough. Thanks a lot. Hope to see you again soon.